channel. Hope you're all okay. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. Life's taken over. I'm still on my 2016 album. I haven't even started 2017 yet. I've got some layout process videos to come and also some walkthroughs on the album and some holiday layouts from New York and Berlin, so keep a look out for those very shortly. Today I would like to take you on a little tour of my craft room. It's a small space, just the box room in the house, so hopefully you can get some ideas on how you can utilise a small space for the mountain of craft stuff that we all love and need. Okay, so welcome to my craft room. This is literally the size of the room. Got a tripod there and literally a little cupboard here, so this is literally all the space I kind of have to play with. Here is my desk, as you can see. My album is pretty much always out on here, just so I can grab it whenever. Guillotine, and I believe this is the month that I'm working on, which is, yep, September's Studio Calico kit. These things that you see are pretty much out on my desk the whole time. They just kind of get rotated, or stuff gets put in them or put away or organised into them. Firstly, in this little box here, these are actually a set from TK Maxx. I think they're part of the fridge department. There's this one and the other larger one that you can see there. They're just great for kind of adding little bits in. They're kind of got rubberized at the bottom so they don't slide around too much on these IKEA desks. It has just little bits of kind of paraphernalia, embellishments, tags, days of the week, numbers, basically any little bits that are kind of from the kits. That sequins are sometimes unpackaged, but I do love those. I think I'm hoarding them because I haven't actually opened them, just waiting for just the right layout. Oh, that flare as well, I've had that ages, again, hoarding that, but I am actually doing a dog mini album, which I have the stuff for, I just need to do it, so look out for that, and I'll be putting some process videos on that. In this one, I just have all my die cuts. Now these aren't necessarily ones that have been purchased. There might be like little bits of card that I've cut out or cut up and I've kind of kept them, just they might be useful for a banner or something like that. And anything that has come in a kit as well. These are the old, really old Studio Calico ones, these gold ones. But yeah, that's kind of all that's in there. I have more paraphernalia, more embellishments, jar with stars in because, hey, you always need to find your acrylic or gold stars. Post-it notes because when I'm planning a layout, I write on them and then say what photo might have to go there so I can leave a space. Also, numbers, which are in, I think, the August Studio Calico kit. I'm actually kind of hoarding those for a week in the life or day in the life, for the hours or days of the week. And in here is cards that I've a random picture, cards that I really like, but ones that I just haven't got around to using. So I thought if I put them away in my Raz cart, which I'll show you in a minute, and they're just going to get lost. So they're kind of ones that I've just hoarded to keep. I don't really know why they're there, but hey. And I also have little mini kits that I've purchased generally in the sale. I don't buy these very often. I don't buy extras very often to the kit each month, but occasionally I do find a kit that I like, and yeah, they sit in this box apparently because it looks like I don't really use them that much, hence why I don't buy many extras, because I have enough stuff. Okay, in there I've just got this cute little gold cup, which I think was part of a tea set, but I just use it to tip bits into that I'm using at the moment, and then most likely put them back in the packet so I don't lose them. And then I've got my tiny attacher and my corner chomper in there, which I don't really use anymore because now the cards are square, my photos are printed square, so I leave them like that. On this side I have my printer, which is my Canon selfie printer. CP900 printer, which I used to use all the time, but I got the wrong paper. There is still some paper in it, but I got the wrong paper. So now what I've been doing lately is I have a friend that works at Jessop's, so I get all my pictures, or most of my pictures, I batch print, and then I sort them all out on Photoshop. This is from the mini album I was talking about. Cut them all down and then use them in the album like that, so it kind of saves the time and effort and the paper of printing on that one. In here I have a ridiculous amount of alphas, and alphas are actually something which I very rarely use. If you watch any of my layout documentation, you will notice that I very rarely use them, but I have probably something for every colour, I would say. Don't even know what some of these are. Yeah, I've got all the kind of kit ones in there, and then the larger ones, the larger alphas in there. Oh, these boxes are actually just, I think they actually have underwear or socks in them. My mum and dad have them, and I saw them and thought, oh, that would fit alphas in perfectly. So I've just covered them in paper, and yeah, they sit in the corner with my pen pot. And up the corner we have my kits, October, November, December. You can see how far behind I am as it's now March. January, oh, February, because January's kit actually got lost in the post, so they have just sent me that. They've reposted me that, so I can put that there. My Cuttlebug, which I do use, I go through phases. Haven't used it in a while, but it's there if I need it. Just going to show you under here, if you can see, which is a rail that I never actually put up above my desk, and my typewriter, and I can just pull this little desk out and kind of use it whenever I need to. Okay, and this is the IKEA Raskar cart, I can never say that. This houses pretty much everything else. Random Instax that I need to put away. Studio Calico cards. I've sold all my old 2015 ones. I split them up and organised them in the monthly kits, purely because when I'm looking for different themes or different colours, I think like the summary ones are obviously like June, July, August, and I just find it's a better way of me organising. And I've got 6x4 ones there, and really old Becky Higgins kits which I hardly use anymore, but they're there if I kind of need them. Stamp sets, because hey, I love a good stamp set. Ones from different Studio Calico kits, ones that I've purchased separately. This one's one of my favourite ones for the summertime when holiday. And then I've got mini 3x4 ones from the studio. That one is well loved, as you can see. But yeah, and then the mini ones from the different kits. I've got woodblock, glitter, pen pots, on the second row, underneath this, I have wood chips, badges, flares, stuff that I use occasionally but not that often. I have washi tape, tags. On the bottom here I've got my stamping, which is, I don't own that, which I do stamp a lot. I don't, like I said, I don't own loads. I haven't got the room for it. I haven't got the room for a big stash, so bare essentials really. Ones that come in kits, which I use, and a couple of roller date stamps. Really, once you've got a date stamp, you've got a date stamp, really. That one's a really old one that I've got, and then this one was a newer one with the kind of more recent years on. So this ink pad is the only ink pad I have ever had. I purchased it 4 or 5 years ago. Still going strong. The middle's gone a little bit, but all around the edges, still working pretty well. Though I've said that now, it'll run out. Embossing pad. stamp block, so a larger one and a smaller stamp block. Again, those are the only two that I use. I don't really see the need for any others. All the stamps I've got either fit on this or on that one. Small washi tape, these are kind of my more go-to washes. And the other ones probably just need to go on a hook. Hello, you okay? Have you come to say hello? Hello, hey. This is the IKEA Kallax bookcase. If those of you that do Project Life, I'm sure have this or know about this or heard of it, purely because it fits these 12 by 12 albums on, which a lot of other bookcases don't. Got my 2015 6x8, Week in the Life from last year, sorry, 2015. I didn't do one 2016, but I am going to do the Ellie Edwards one. They're coming up in a couple of months. Selfie scrapbook, unfinished, 2015 December daily. Yeah, that's on the to-do list. Notebooks, because I'm obsessed. This basket has... Currently, it is broken. I don't know why I keep, again, hoarding that because I like it and saving it for just the right project. Alphas. In here's kind of planner stuff, really, which I don't do much of. But there's a few kind of bits and pieces in there. In the cupboard is my sewing machine, which is actually, well, I don't think it's broken, it just doesn't seem to stitch very well, it gets all caught up, so I need to take it in, somebody to check it over. More pens and spare packets and my old December daily. On here I have page protectors, either 9x12, 6x8, so I've got some 4x4s. I've got calendar cards, and on this one I've got colouring books and crayons and, oh, what is this? Oh, a Beautiful Mess scrapbook kit. On the bottom I've got a pouch full of scrapbook paper and my album. This was going to be 2016's second edition. Hello Dex. It was going to be 2016's second edition, but I don't think I'm going to fill that, so I'm going to keep that for 2017. Okay, so that is my craft room. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Any questions, please let me know. I do cram quite a bit into a small space, but any questions, let me know. Thumbs up if you liked and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.